Transition back. All right, very good. So we can. So Drew did something by accident, but I think it's a good idea. The last time I saw him sharing a screen with a terminal. So if you guys go to your terminal and click on the thing right there, split terminal icon, it brings it in two, and that's nice for this project because you can start the front end on one side and then the back end on the other.
Oh
So
yeah.
it's a good one to do. All right, make that public. Oh, that's a front end, but it doesn't matter. 3,000. Great. Alrighty. So you didn't quite get to the sign up thing yet, right, Drew? If I remember, but
I think I'm pretty close to it. I got some other stuff to do, but in the home, I think yeah.
All right, so you got all of that, and if you scroll up, yeah. Oh, sign up email, got you. So you did like you were saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that should work though. So sign up email, sign up password.
Oh yeah, it worked. It definitely worked.
Perfect, awesome. Alrighty. So you got your sign up and you got that. So now I wanted to what doesn't it say about local storage? That would be fun though. Let's make a logout function. Yeah.
In home?
Yeah, so what is the thing, what is the thing that tells, so right now we're only looking at the navbar component to say who's logged in or not.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if someone is logged in, I mean.
Yeah.
And what is the thing that's telling the navbar component that someone's logged in? What variable?
This guy.
Right, and what would that name be? The specific variable.
That's the condition. This is the what the name of it is.
Yeah. So that condition, what is that condition testing against? What variable is that condition using to
see if to see if it's null.
To see if what is null?
Where are you? The store. The token is null. See if the token is null.
The token, yeah, specifically the token variable inside of the store.
Yeah.
And it's saying if it's null, that means someone is not logged in.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So therefore, if we want a logout function, what should the logout function do? You know,
you're logged in.
Yeah, but specifically with the store.token variable. You know, if someone is logged in, the token is going to be equal to the long crazy string.
Yeah.
If someone isn't logged in, what should it be?
So it'd be like what?
So we need it to go back to null, right?
There you go. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Right. We need the token to be null. And so what do we have that we can update the store.token?
Update the store.token.
I mean, how do we updated it already, right? How did we update the store.token?
Payload.
The payload. And in other words, the dispatch. Dispatch is the answer there. So we can go to our home and look, how do we use dispatch to update the token? All of that. So I would copy that. and go to nav bar, and it should be a button, I would say. So maybe that div right there on line 17. The rest of you can just put a div and put a button in there, and call it logout. Cool. And then put the text logout. So it's a class name, but you want to visually see logout in the thing, so you can put that there. All right, and so what's next? How do we get something to happen when we click on a button?
On click.
Good. So let's start setting that up. But instead curly brackets.
Oh shit.
And then an arrow function. Okay. And so you had the code. So that's good. Right. So when we click, we want this dispatch to happen. So remember, we did it before that we wanted the token to be equal to the words test, the word test, right? And we just established what do we want token to equal this time?
The
null.
Null.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about logging out. When it's null, that the nav bar will interpret that as being logged out. So what do we need to change here on line 8? What is that, 19? The dispatch.
It is...
A payload.
Payload, right?
Oh, so just equal null.
Yeah.
yeah, just put the word null. And that's a data type. It doesn't need to be a string. Null is a data type, just like true and false.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's it.
Okay.
And we can test that out.
Hold on.
That should work. You want to take another look at it, though?
Yeah.
So we didn't have to create a log out function?
Well, this is a logout function. It's just pretty simple.
Oh,
Shit,
I thought
this
we had
is
to do it like the other one.
Right, like an endpoint, you mean, and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. No.
Okay.
Because technically, it's not. There's no method involved. We're not deleting, right? We're not adding anything.
Right.
So.
All right.
Oh.
Use effect. Home JSX. Oh, the const on line 54. And the home. All right. Alrighty.
Log in.
So let's try to log in. You're logged in. Cool. Now log out. You're not logged out. You're logged out. Yeah. Awesome. And so like I was saying, we can add a lot more things. Like I was demoing when Shay was sharing her screen. Right now, the only thing we're changing is that if someone is logged in, a message says you're logged in. And when you log out, that goes away. but in reality, you know, you can add a lot more stuff. You can have a whole entire page show a bunch of buttons and lists and bootstrap components, etc. And all that will go away if you log out. Yeah. Cool. So let's I'm looking at the requirements of the project. Oh, they do talk about local storage. Okay, nice. Oh, they want to use session storage. Okay. So cool. Let's add some more complexity here. Let me look at my thing. The navigation part. Handle login. Maybe I didn't have it. Sign up. What is the navigation that we use? Let me look at my other thing. There's some kind of navigate thing. So I wanted to talk about if someone logs in, we can change the page. So let's do this. Let's everyone create a page. Are we all good there, by the way? We all got that logout thing working?
Mine says there's an error in the home that it can't fetch it for log in or sign or log out.
Okay. That's strange. Let's look at your screen then. That's weird because it was working before.
Mm-hmm. No. So sign up and log in doesn't work.
You are not logged in. Go to network and click on one of the cores. Go to headers. Make it API sign in. Go to your code and go to your terminal. This is.
Phone isn't running.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
The what? Sorry.
The front end, the back end looks like it's not running.
This one?
Refresh it.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's not running. You got to do pip and v run start in the terminal. Make public and try to get on your front end. Okay. Just click log in. There's your bank account information. And log out. Cool, you're not logged in anymore.
So that it was because of they have to run together, these two pages?
Yeah, for sure. Because when you do a login, you call the backend. We do an endpoint. So.
Okay. All right.
All right, sweet. So.
I'm having a similar issue where
Right,
the login is not working. Let's see if I'm missing something. Okay. This here.
But you're saying your login wasn't working anymore?
No, the log out.
Oh. Sure looks good. Go to your, on the left hand side, click the left, and go to the store. Yeah, I don't see anything. Let me look at your website and try to do it, and let's look what errors we get, if anything.
Oh, log in first, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, log in. Log in. Ooh.
And click well, you bad request. Go to payload in the network inspector. Preview. Respond. No user found. test2@test.com.
Well, hold on. Let me check if that's even the right password. Oh, I put in the wrong password. So test@test2. So hold on. Test2. Log in. Okay, successful. And then log out.
All right, great.
And then how can you tell just because of the token
How can you
value?
tell if it worked?
Yeah, if it logged out successfully.
It wouldn't be in the back end. It wouldn't be in this network thing. It's because the message on the top left says you're not logged in.
Got you. Okay, so that's the error. That's how.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
All right, great. All right, so now, let's have you get back on, Drew, because that thing was pretty short about the log out. Okay. Okay, there we go. So I'm keeping my eye on the time and the things you have to do to make this project complete. So I'm kind of going to demo short versions of what you guys need to do so you guys can take it and use it to finish your projects. So one thing is how to make it so that way if you log in, you can go to a different page. Go to your files and go to, what is it called? Layout? Oh, no, routes. Yeah, it's routes.jsx. Where did that go? There. Okay, here. So scroll down. So these are different pages we have. We've looked at this before. So on line 25, the path / is when your page first loads. So that's calling the home component. Then we have this other path, line 26, single / and the number. We'll ignore that. But there's another one called /demo. That's a different page. So open up your files again and go to pages, and you see there's demo JSX right there. So all this stuff, container, it's looping through to-dos. Oh crap, we got rid of the to-dos. Collapse line 11 and get rid of the UL. Yeah, 35 to 11. And delete that and just say demo, just write the word demo there. Okay. So, okay, we have this page called demo. It has the word demo. And if you go back to routes.jsx one more time, we notice in order to get to that component called demo, you have to have a path of /demo. All right. So let's go back to the website. And in the URL at the end, put /demo.
Oh no.
You undo it. Just gotta refresh it now. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you see the word demo now. That's the component, right? Cool. So click on back home. Okay, we're at the home page now. Okay. So now I want to show you guys how we can make it go to that demo page when you're logged in. And we'll talk about how you use that for the project. So do I need to install that? I don't know. Reach router. Guess we'll just try it. So go to your home. Okay. So here, the login function. This is when we log in, obviously, right? The login function. Take this import line. Everyone can grab it from the Google chat. And put it at the top of your home page. And I don't know if we need to install anything here, but let's just see if it works. And if it doesn't, we'll just install it. But go back to your login function. All right. So here, where is the else thing? I thought we had an else.
I think it was in
the sign up.
No.
Okay, well, let's do it here in the login. So on line 36, put else. So you guys don't have this, most of you. Yeah, put curlies, hit enter, and take all, like we did with the sign up, data and dispatch, all the stuff, that 41 through 40, whatever, put that inside the else. So yeah.
What is that again?
So Drew had this thing where, so for you guys, line 34, for everyone else that I'm pretty sure you guys have the dot then. You know, you have two dot thens, right? The first one, you probably put response.json in your first dot then.
Mm-hmm.
So that response thing has information. One of them is .ok. So you could.
What's that okay again?
It's a true or false thing. If you're able to call the function correctly, it will say okay is true, and if not, it will be false. So Drew already had a thing here on line 35. If response.ok is false, that's what the exclamation part means. Throw an error. You guys don't need to add it right now. But that's just the way he set it up. So we're saying else, meaning if the response is okay, then do the response.json and dispatch and all that. All right. So now inside of here, after line 40, let's say, we'll put navigate, like we imported up there, lowercase.
And the console log?
Nope. After line 40.
Oh, okay.
Parentheses, and then quote. So here we can put the path, like we're looking at the routes JSX. There's /demo, /this, /that. So that's where we put the path, and it will bring it to a different page. So instead of the word path, we can put /demo, because that's one of the paths we defined in our routes JSX. Remember, we put /demo and it went to the other page. That thing, yep. So it has to match that. So we can put /demo there. So when we log in, it should take us to that. If this is going to work correctly. So is everything running?
It should be. I haven't.
Okay. Your
Oh
terminals,
no!
your terminals looked a little weird to me. But
So we're setting that up with our first dot. Then we're setting up like that if.
It would be. I would say put it in your second dot then.
With
After
the
our
dispatch.
Oh.
Yep. After our dispatch.
After you dispatch, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
And if you want to work on this more, the problem with you guys doing it that way is that if someone doesn't log in correctly, they will still navigate. So if you wanted to make it even more precise that they only go to the other page if they successfully log in, then that's when you need to add some stuff like Drew's doing. If response is okay, blah, blah, blah. So that could be, something for your final project to dig deeper into, perhaps, but yeah. All right, so let's check out your website, Drew. React router, reach router.
Does the file exist?
Maybe we gotta import it. So let's see. Must be some import thing. Okay, npm install. Pretty straightforward. I think this should work. I'll put it in the Google chat. So you guys can click the plus button in your terminals, so you don't have to stop your front end or your back end.
What's it called?
Put that in there.
What's it called? You said we could do the
plus? The plus in the terminal, yeah.
Oh, okay. Got you.
So you don't have to stop the front end or back end and just put this install thing.
Oh.
What? So scroll up a little there. Scroll up some more. Scroll up some more. Unable to resolve dependency tree. What would you use? There's something different. Oh, use navigate. Okay, maybe there's something different. Let's see here. Okay, pretty similar. Yeah, that sounds more familiar. Okay. Oh shit, I gotta do that too. Browser router. Go to your show me your, let's see, routes JSX again. Scroll up.
I gotta put it here.
Part of it. So let's see. Oh, this is annoying. Oh, we do have it. Great. So, okay, on line 6, after the comma, put browser router, capital B, capital R. There it is. Okay. Then scroll down. And Wait, I had this working though, so and I use the same exact thing as y'all. So let me look at what I did exactly. um, this is okay, yeah. So let's see here. Did I? Oh, I think I didn't have it. Damn. Okay, so let's see here. Try putting after line 21. But before that, I'll put browser, like it's like a div, but instead of that, it's browser router. Like put a caret and then browser router, capital B, capital R. And then put the closing tag after line 29. Like you have to take away the closing tag on line 22. And then, yeah, and put it after line 29. Okay. Go to your front end website and just refresh it and make sure it's not screaming at us. Seems like it kind of is. Oh, because we didn't take away the import. That's fine. Okay, so now, oh, so we already got it. Right. So now go to, we have to change that. So go to your home and on line 4, instead of navigate, say use navigate, lowercase u, capital N. Use navigate. And now, after, so scroll back up. After line 6, hit enter and say const navigate equals use navigate parentheses. All right, and we were saying navigate down there. Okay, let's go back to your front end and refresh and see if it's okay now. Oh, go back to the home, and instead of at reach router, put React router. Get rid of the at React a lowercase r, the third one, React router DOM. Okay, all right, now let's see if we're doing okay. Still not. Let's look at our console. Okay, so yeah, let's go back to the routes JSX. Okay, browser router. Let's see. Let's get rid of line 23. Yeah, and then on line 24, put like a caret and put routes, plural, capital R. And close the caret and get rid of the end thing. And on line 30, make it a plural S. Okay. Route. Okay, let's refresh your front end again.
Route is not defined.
All component children of routes must be a route or a react.fragment. Let's go back to the routes JSX. But it was. So routes, and inside of there we have route, route, route. So here's a router.
Check your imports again.
My imports.
Yeah, for that page.
We got routes. Browser router.
Oh, do we need to change in the import? Should it be plural? Oh, you already have it plural. Never mind. I don't. I was looking at line 7.
Let's see here. Oh. Huh. Oh, wait. So, can you undo everything we did here? Hold the undo button and plug this into normal. Okay, so go to layout JSX. Go to scroll down a little in your no, I mean your files. Let me see. React where is that? Scroll down some more. Oh, main JSX. Go to main JSX. Right underneath index.css. Here we go. Oh, it does have router.
Congrats.
Oh.
So what the heck? Let me see.
Show me the errors again.
Who?
The errors.
What the article?
Seems like it should be set up to go. Let me try doing it mine. Oh, refresh it. Go back to your website and refresh it because that's from before.
There we go.
Oh, what? Well, that's annoying because we it just worked. Didn't we have it like that and it wasn't working?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try to log in.
Okay.
Okay, it worked because now we're on the demo page, and if you look at your URL, it says /demo.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
That was annoying. Swear to God, we had that code and it wasn't working. Cool. So maybe everyone make sure that works for you. Can you go to your demo page and your code and copy all that, Command A, Control A, and put it in the Google chat. If you guys weren't able to follow along with how we changed the demo, you can just take it from the Google chat there, because we had to get rid of some things because it was going to scream at us that to-dos isn't existing anymore.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah. Was it working for anybody? I know people have a different setups from Drew.
I didn't
Couldn't
add
follow.
path yet.
All right, let me see someone's screen then.
Anybody's? I'm waiting for somebody.
It's only 4 of us.
Not everybody at once. You want to see the code, Alex?
Yeah. So you did that. I'll go to home. So use navigate, scroll down to your login. Yeah, that looks good. Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My console just keeps saying this, but it's up. It's running. Everything is running, so.
That's fine. Well, okay, we'll have your screen up. People can look at that. So yeah, you just have to do line 54, navigate demo after the dispatch of the login function. And you got to import it. If you scroll to the top, use navigate. Y'all got that? You want that in the Google chat, or y'all got it already?
Shay, would you mind scrolling back down to the path? Because I didn't add. That's what I did not add. Thank you. Navigate dash demo. Right, and the second then. Cool. Okay. Perfect. Thank you. And then you added you installed the npm install. Was that successful at your end? Because it wasn't for me.
The what install?
The front end?
The npm install
Run start.
reach./router. What was
What
that
do you
for
mean
again?
install?
In the chat, you had commented npm install @reach/router.
Oh yeah, we don't need to do that because it's
Okay.
deprecated with this newer version of React.
Got you. Okay.
So everything's already all set for us.
Got it. Let me try.
Yeah, so for the project, they want you to do something that when someone logs in, it navigates to a page called /private. So the idea is you can only view this page if you're logged in. So I showed you guys how to do it to the demo page.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to create a new page. So you go to your files. So these are our pages directory. You have demo, home. Can you close the pages? No, not. I mean the pages directory. On the left there, it says in orange underneath hooks. Okay, so inside of there, open it again. They got demo, home, layout, etc. So you're gonna have to create a new thing in that directory called private.
Mm-hmm.
And just put I don't know, a header says this is private or whatever. And the person will navigate there when they log in.
Okay.
That's part of the project. Great, so that's that. And I'll show you guys a simple example of how to use session storage. So let's go to. All right, so go to home, and Trying to think here. So can you copy line 11 and paste it right below? And instead of password, say like test and set test. Okay, now scroll down to your render thing down there. Don't copy this, guys. This is a quick demo for. All right.
I'm happy you said something.
Yeah, scroll back down to the render thing. Down there, here. Okay. So I think this is going to serve to be on the class video for you guys to look at more than anything. But anyway, on line 100, let's make a button. Let's copy line 96 and paste it on line 100. And then instead of sign up, parentheses, inside the on click, say set test and say inside the parentheses in quotes say test. And where it says sign up, say you know,
Test.
set test or something, yeah. And on line 102, say here is the test, colon, and then in curlies, say test. Test, 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 test. Okay. So let's go to your home page. All right. So if you see, it says here is the test right there, colon on the right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing after the colon. Because the use state, we had it start out as a quote. So if you click on testing, it changes it to the word test, right? So if you refresh the page, go ahead and refresh it. It's back to saying nothing again, because that's how state works. When you refresh it, it goes away. So session storage, along with local storage, which is pretty similar, allows you to save it in the session that you're in while you're on the website. So you can refresh and it still keeps the same value. And that's really a common way to keep someone logged in, that if you refresh the page, they stay logged in. So I'll show you a quick way, and then you guys will use it for your token. You can save your token in local storage and try to figure that out, how to use it for the project. But anyway, let's review it. So go back to home. So we'll do this with session storage instead of use state. So scroll up and let's get rid of line 12. And then here, let's say okay, let's say session storage dot set item, just like that, parentheses. Okay, and here you need two things, so you can put a comma. On the left, you're going to say in quotes what you're going to name your item, like a variable. So let's say test item, and then to the right of the thing is going to be what we're going to set it to. So let's say in quotes test 1. I don't know. All right. So let's copy take away highlight all that on line 12, command exit, and let's go down to the use effect. Okay, so after load message, paste that. So when the page loads, we're gonna set this thing. So session storage is I don't know. It's like a temporary place where you can save things that won't get erased when you refresh your page, basically. But it's not good for like long-term stuff. Like databases are better for that. But if it's like a short-term, for example, logging in, it's good for that.
So when you say like for databases, you're talking about like the DB session
Right.
function, right? Gotcha.
Yeah, that's good, for long-term, saving stuff for long-term. But if it's like just for,
An actual
shorter amount of time, something
right.
temporary that you can save it, session storage can do that.
Okay.
Yeah, so now on line 88, let's create a variable. We can say const test session equals session storage dot get item parentheses in quotes test item, just like you have it spelled on line 86. So that's how you retrieve it. Yeah, so let's scroll down to your render stuff. And on line 102, in the curlies, instead of test, say test session. That's a variable there. Okay. And then on click on line 101, get rid of set test and say session storage dot set item. Go inside the parentheses, say in quotes, test item, and then a comma after the quote, and say test 2. I don't know if that's going to update right away, but that's not the point of this. But the most important thing is that you know how to get the item and set the item. I don't know if the on-click is going to make it change automatically. We'll see. But yeah, so the syntax is pretty straightforward. Set item, get item. Set item, you have to say, the name of the variable first. And then after, what value do you want to be in that variable? Yeah, so let's go back to your home page. And okay, it's working. See, it says test 1, right? Now, hit those 2 arrows in your console log and click on, is it application, I think? And click on storage. Oh, no, session storage, yeah. What the heck? Oh, there we go. There it is. So the key is test item. That's the name we set. And then the value is test 1. Right? So go back to your home. So that was from, go to the use effect, scroll up a tiny bit. Right there on line 86. When the page loaded, we set the item for the first time. We said the name of this thing is going to be called test item, and the value is going to be test 1.
So name value.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah. And then we retrieving it on line 88. We say session storage dot get item, And the item I want to get is test item because that's the name of it. All right, let's go back to your website. And there it is, key, test item, value, test one. So go back to your home again and scroll down to the button down there. So I don't know if this is going to work automatically, but I know it should work when we refresh. We're saying on 101, on click, I'm going to do session storage.set item. I think that overrides it. It should work. We'll find out. But I'm changing the test item thing to test 2. And then we're doing it there. So I don't know. Let's see if it works. Let's
So this is before this is when the page loads, and this is
right when
after?
you click on it.
Oh, when you click on it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's find out. Click on the testing button. Okay, so look, it didn't work automatically, which I'm fine with. But if you look on the right, look what it says, test 2. So it updated in session storage. So refresh the page. So now it's test 2. Why does it say test 1 over there? That makes me mad. But anyway, you see on the website, it says test 2. Can you close the inspector and open it up again? And there. Really? Anyway.
What if I refresh it?
Oh, okay, there you go. That's what we had to do. What the hell? Should be what you have to do.
I guess not.
Click out of the session storage and click on local storage. Now click on session storage again. Annoying. Anyway, that little thing isn't working, but it's working there. So it's like, even though you refresh, it doesn't get wiped out. It stays in the most up-to-date form. So you can put the token in there, and when you refresh, the token will still be saved there.
Here?
In the session storage.
Oh, here.
Yeah, even though that thing is being annoying. But yeah. So that's another part you guys can do. Try to make it that you can log in, and when you refresh, it still is logged in with the token using session storage. Okay. So
mine will not work.
The session storage stuff?
Yeah. I'll share screen.
Yeah, let's check it out.
So I have, let me know if I have anything wrong. I have the test session equals session storage dot get item, test item.
Oh, this is why. Because on line 92, when you load the page, you're setting the item called test item. So you're on line 92, you're saying I'm creating something called test item with 4 exclamation points. You're setting the variable to that. And the value is going to be test 1 in all caps. So when you try to go on line 95, when you try to get the item, they're not going to find anything called test item, lowercase t, uppercase I, because you didn't create one called that.
Oh, okay.
Go to your website and look at the inspector and go to session storage. You have to click on the arrow for it to drop down. Click on that, maybe? And click on the other one. So yeah, test item is the name it has.
Test item. Okay, so hold on. Drew had it as test item up here as well.
No, I don't think so. I haven't done the session thing yet.
Yeah. Oh, it was Shay sharing her screen, but
Yeah.
Oh, man.
inside the get item is where it has to match. It has to be the same variable
Let's say,
name.
okay. Gotcha. So let's do that.
Okay, and then scroll down, look at the button set item. So there. So like here on set item, it will override. So here, if you leave it that way and you click on it, it will create a new item called test item, lowercase t, uppercase I. But if you wanted to override the other one from line 92, you would need to put the same name for the set item thing. And then test 2 needs to be in quotes because it's going to look for a variable and
Test 2. Okay. Test
yeah.
1, test 2.
Yeah, but it doesn't even necessarily work like that. But refresh it. Yeah, because the thing doesn't really update automatically. Here's the test. Everybody's not working. Refresh it. It's not like use state that it'll like automatically pop up on the screen, but it should at least show up. Once you refresh it, go to the session storage thing. Remember we clicked on the HTTPS.
Oh, right.
And this thing doesn't. Oh, it did update. Look, it says test 2.
It did. Okay, so it did update, but for some reason it's just not updating here.
Yeah. Go to your code. Test session. Oh, you didn't make it a variable. It looks like 995. You have to say const.
Oh, oops.
Oh wait, you did. It just was cut off. I guess.
Oh, okay. So
okay.
I did. Okay.
Test session equals session storage.get item test item. Yeah, it's a little weird, but you know, I don't know. You're not. I think that it's a good enough starting point for you to just know the basics and be able to. Because like session storage isn't made to click this button and automatically render. That's not like the use case of it. So it's fine that it's not working because you're not even going to use it like that.
Got it.
Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, you guys were able to make a login token, sign up, and we were hashing the passwords. We figured out how to navigate if someone logs in.
My logout no longer works now. Should that be could that be because of the code we just implemented?